Hello again, everyone. I am back with yet another serious, eye-opening, and thought-provoking, well, this time around, video commentary message, and this is about Joice Meijers, okay? I'm making a second part to this because I don't feel like I said all I needed to say the last time around about this individual, but anyways, getting down to it, all I got to say is, even though I'm pretty sure, I noticed that about this individual when I watch the messages. I do it every once in a while. I don't do it all the time. Like when I would look at it, I just do it to get little pointers. But it's not something that I do regularly because I can't stand this individual's arrogant, smart aleck attitude, and also that voice. Butch lesbians have has an edge to it. So you people need to learn to forgive. And there's a pastor, that I've been following for a number of years now. His name is Danny Castle, and the pitch and timbre of this individual's voice matches his basically. Except, Brother Castle has a southern accent. Okay, and this individual has a Midwestern accent. And notice, look at the mouth and stuff. That's not a normal mouth, okay? Her mouth didn't even look like that when she was, I don't know if it was Botox or has a more human-like appearance here. Notice the pupils kind of look like they slits, because I told you in the last video, the previous video commentary message of this, Joice Meijers was never a real person, okay? Just like all the other celebrities in the secular world and stuff, even a lot of them in the religious realm, the religious arena, they don't, they never were real, okay? They all come from Masonic families, but as soon as this individual bring up, I was sexually abused as a child by my father, but both parents did it, okay? Joice Meijers is lying, okay? She may say I know she was born a boy, but just for a smoother flow of semantics, I'm gonna just use, feminine pronouns or whatever, okay? Beauty for actions. You have to understand these people are demons. They know what all the right words to say, but like the young lady said, Rachel Mashallah to be exact, he said when it comes to demon incarnates, yeah, they'll speak some truth, but it's always, something that's going to lead you astray, something that's going to get you sent to hell, or, get you off the right track, or sidetrack you, or whatever, get you off course, about the right course of life, off the right track. And yes, you may say, all the right words in these books, but you have to understand something about demons as well. They know they've been around for billions of years, and they've been among the human race for, off and on for thousands of years. Because, sometimes God will send them back to the pit and then let them come back to the earth at will, for purposes that are only known to him at right now. As of right now, they're mysterious to us, okay? I guess it's one of those situations of it's for God to know and us to find out. With those of us that belong to him anyway, because those us who are chosen, we're the ones who got the revelations. Because if people understood the mysteries, that mean they were chosen to follow God. You can't understand this stuff unless God, unless God chose, elected, or ordained and selected you to follow him and be conformed to his image. Okay, God doesn't give his revelations to serpent seed people. He doesn't give it to the taters. Okay, but anyways, and little do the people know that are following this individual, mostly women, that Joice Meijers was never a real person, okay? They follow a Satanist, and also she got a level of fame that she got because she's into the occult, okay? And judging by this image, with a tattoo and stuff, Joice Meijers, and this is one of the things that, that people do these days because it's the stylish, it's the in vogue thing to do. In vogue, or in style thing. In French, it's French for in style, okay? Or in style thing to do, okay? It's the in thing to do. It's one of the latest fads, and this is an old lady's ankle. I don't know if it's facing backwards or forwards or whatever, but anyways, I think it's facing this way. But anyhow, I think that's the heel, and this is the rest of the foot. But this is an old lady's ankle, okay? Because Joice Meijers now is 80 years old and going on 81. Be 81 by June the 4th, or so they say. Because, this individual could have been created in a lab for all I know. And this is another one of those things that they tell you, these religious leaders tell you, because a lot of them are saying that, a a lot of them are saying that to get you sent to hell, get you, because they know God hates. All you gotta do is read the book of Leviticus, and it tells you that tattoos, you're not supposed to be marking your body up like that. Okay, you're not supposed to be doing this, and people only doing this because it's the in thing to do. Okay, it's the style, and people tend to have a herd mentality and stuff like that. And Joice Meijers, I can't stress this, no, Joice Meijers is transgender, okay? Born a boy, okay? 100%. It's like my dad. It's like Geno Jennings, okay? And I don't listen to him anymore either because, number one, some of the things he teaches are false. And number two, he has an attitude now, when it's like when these people, these religious, pagan, heathen Christians, when they get, I used to like this man, okay? But, his face, the expression on his face back then, whereas it was, back then it was curious and laid back and very boyish and stuff. I know as he's gotten older, he's past 60 now. He turned 60, I think, either last year, I think it was late last year. I think it was October, November. His birthday sometime in the fall. I don't remember which month exactly. October or, it's between September and, or October or November, somewhere in that time frame. But anyways, his facial expression is taking on kind of like a sinister, arrogant look, like this individual right here. Okay, little of the women that follow this individual know that Joice Meijers is transgender and also a Satanist. Okay, that's what Satanists do. They do the Masonic rituals and stuff like that. And also, it's wrong to get tattoos. I don't care that if you're so-called representing Christ, and most people don't know what the meaning of the word love, and that's what it says. Most people don't even know what the meaning of the word love is. And plus, Joice Meijers getting a tattoo is just another attempt or something, to keep up with the young people, because this individual is obviously obsessed with youth, with being young and being beautiful and stuff. But me as a true child of God, a person like myself, that I've been chosen to follow God and stuff, and we have the promise. We as God's people have the promise to get in a glorified body. Okay, so that's why I'm not hung up on youth. Like I said, these people are Jewish, okay? And Joice Meijers was quite beautiful as a young woman, a young lady. Well, actually, she was born a boy, as I told you earlier. This photo was taken in early, like January the 7th, 1967. So they've been married, those two individuals. These two individuals have been married for like 50, it's been 57 years now. Notice the shape of the mouth. It looks almost like it looks very rounded or something. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's filler or, I believe it's the same. It's probably the same person. I'm not even really sure at this point because, as I told y'all years ago, they replace these people from time to time. I suspect that. I'm not totally sure. I guess and this one has a lazy eye. Like the eye, this eye looking straight ahead and out and looking off. Okay? Because they go through severe trauma and, satanic ritual abuse and stuff. And oftentimes it messes up the nerves and, areas of their brain that control, movement and coordination and stuff of various parts of their bodies. Okay, and look how sinister this individual looks. Like, like a snake-like, look to his eyes. Okay, and that's probably filler that causes, because as you get older, the body produces less, what is it? Collagen. Okay, so that's why people's lips, I know that people as they age, their lips get, the face comes less. I guess they so-called lose the baby fat or something. That's basically collagen. And that's why their lips, thin out. This is obviously a boy, okay? Big floppy ears and stuff. And I don't know, I think he's a man, but, he has female parts in his body. And even, when he was young, I know that the lazy eye stuff wasn't as bad as a young man, okay? When Dave was young. And, the thing I dislike about these pagan Christians out here, that's what they are, pagan, heathen Christians, counterfeit Christians. They act like they got it together and like they living their life and their lives are so good and stuff. But the thing I do like about Joice Meijers is, she doesn't pretend like, she lived a perfect life like a lot of Christian, so-called professing Christians out here do. They pretend like they perfect and they got it going on and nothing's ever wrong and they've overcome, and they if they're demons, okay, they're clone, they ain't overcame nothing, y'all. That's a lie from the pits of hell. Okay, how they gonna overcome when they're when they got a few years left? And I'm being honest, before they bound to hell. And this photo kind of looks manipulated, try to make it like she got hips or whatever. But notice the waist is straight up and down, very flat chested. Okay, this is why it annoys me. This is a different picture. This is what annoys me about these individuals. They always, faking it like they got it together. And they really don't. Their lives back behind the scenes, their lives is a mess. And like Britney Spears had told us in that song Lucky, that she's not so lucky after all. And that's another one that was born a boy. And also a part of the Illuminati family and stuff like that. And I think this might be, I suspect this might be Joice Meyers' mother or something. The name, anytime they name, because they usually name boys after their fathers, not girls after their moms or whatever. That usually doesn't have their name boys. So I'm guessing Joice Meyers' mom is also so-called mother, who's actually the dad, and has no chest whatsoever, very flat chested. This photo was taken in, it said 1945, and the maiden name is Pender, okay? But anyways, maiden name was Pender, so-called. This is Joice Meyers' mother, okay? But anyways, these individuals like to faking it like they got it together and they overcome and they're on their way to heaven or whatever. It's just such lies. It's a bunch of nonsense and foolishness. Oh, it's the wrong picture. My bad. It's such lies. Okay, they don't have it together. And Britney Spears, like these individuals like Britney Spears had told us all those years ago that they cry. I suspect at this point that they cry their eyes out and cry themselves to sleep because they missed heaven. Okay, I mean they're very pretentious. Okay, they're not human. They never were in a sense. They may look human. Okay, so like in this photograph, hold on a second. In this photograph, let me see if I find it when she was young. Hold on just a minute. Back to what I was saying. These demons been among real humans for thousands of years, including watching God's people very closely. So they know what to say and how to act and how to pretend to be us. So to the average discerning, non-discerning individual, you won't know that they're a fake and a fraud and a phony if you don't, unless you have moral spiritual discernment and you ground it in the word of God. Okay, I mean, just because they've been married for decades, this really doesn't amount to anything, because God does not recognize marriages between fake humans. Okay, I know, yes, we know they don't. God doesn't recognize marriages between gay people, or anything else for that matter. But He doesn't recognize marriages between fake humans. And the daughter is actually nice looking. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, notice there's something wrong with the right eye, because the Antichrist is going to have a defective right eye. And Joice Meyers is very arrogant and, has a smart aleck attitude and stuff. Because demons, there's no such thing as a kind demon. It's not in there to be nice or genuine or to tell the truth. And religion is politics as well, because like politicians, in another respect, because like politicians are also incapable of telling the truth. And it's like that, with religious politics, as you can see, the so-called mom didn't really age all that well, okay? I can tell because, the widow's peak hairline and all that kind of stuff. Plus the shape of their faces has an odd shape here, but it looks a little more normal here, like a nice heart-shaped face. And this is a young boy, okay? Cute, but it's a boy, okay? Very, expression, very masculine, even at a young age. It's not even standing like a girl. It's a boy in a dress. Okay, she was actually very beautiful when she was young, beautiful enough to be in a beauty pageant or something. Okay, and this is what sin does to individuals. Okay, I don't know if this is the brother or the cousin, but I could care less at this moment. But anyway, this is clearly a young boy. Okay, and the son. Hold on a second. Let me get to the son in just a moment. This is Joice Meyers back in the 90s. Okay, and she also, the thing I noticed about her, she also doesn't like to wear dresses. Okay, or have long hair, and it's distinctive of men to wear pants and have very short hair. Okay, that's because she was born a boy, and that side is coming out more and more. Even back in the day, she kind of liked to dress sexy and stuff, but back then she was actually pretty attractive. Okay, and they do all this plastic surgery because they don't age well. Okay, notice the shape of the mouth is different because how the lips thin out. She tried to put Botox in, to make up for that fact. Okay. So, y'all actually listen to a man and also a Satanist and generation, some generational Masonic families. There's a lot of satanic ritual abuse. Okay. If there's nothing further, hope y'all got blessed by this, and I hope you learned something new. I'm out. Peace. Shalom.